My first apartment in New York City was just under 200 square feet.
Wow.
Here's the picture. This is the entire thing. That's the entire apartment right there. So, yeah, that's me.
Oh, wow.
That's me. I'm 9 times the size of my apartment.
Wow, that is really small. That was on the Upper West Side.
Upper West Side, and
So
guess how much it was?
paying.
200 square feet, $1,300 a month, and that was 9 years ago. So it's probably like $2,000 a month.
Wow, that's
Absolutely.
insane.
No, we're idiots. We're all idiots that live in New York
Goodness.
City. We're
Well,
just idiots.
I call myself a serial small space nester. I've lived in over a dozen small spaces,
Uh-huh.
800 square feet or less.
Wow.
And so I think I've been on the front lines of really trying to find solutions for small spaces. Each space along the way had its own list of flaws and quirks.
Right.
So I came up with solutions, and those breakthroughs are what I'm going to share with you today.
Great.
So you can live
Wonderful.
large in your space. Let's start in the foyer. I don't know about you, but shoes take over.
Oh, dude, forget about
The
it.
front,
Right.
And I'm a Korean, like DNA, so we have no shoe policy. This feels really bad. It's in my DNA. So instead of just putting a bin and a simple basket in the front, that's not enough because it's a pile of shoes in a basket. You need a little bit more structure. So this was a game changer, Kelly. Simple, but 2 baskets, one larger than the other. Keep a 3-inch to 3.5-inch space in between, and you've got a place for your sneaks.
Absolutely.
You could tuck it in,
Love
and
that.
it's got a little bit more structure. Otherwise, it's going to be a mess.
It'll be just one big basket full of toppled shoes
Absolutely, yeah.
everywhere.
The smaller basket can be your flip-flops or your sandals. And here's my favorite trick to keep the moisture and the dirt from the shoes getting onto the floor. Put the basket onto a plant dolly.
cool.
It's on wheels. You find it in your garden center. And I spray painted it gold to match my interior. And then you've got mobile storage
That's
to
great.
go.
That's
Done and done,
Wonderful.
right?
Absolutely.
Attach the 2 baskets with twine or plastic cable ties.
Love it.
Okay, let's move to home office.
Cool.
If you only have one corner to spare, go clear. I've got a clear glass table, a clear chair, and here is actually a clear magazine rack out of acrylic.
Oh, look at that.
I added clear caster reels, so it's a nice rolling file cabinet. You add a plastic tray full of so chic, see-through home office accessories, and you've got something you can keep out in the open. And it's chic, sleek, and ready to go.
Love it.
That's how you're not so beholden in a small space.
Great.
Okay, let's move to the bedroom.
Okay.
Okay, this is my favorite project because it is a space saver. In just 12 square inches of space, this flea market chair is now an all-purpose valet chair, coat rack, shoe rack, and nightstand. You remove the seat, immediately becomes a space for 10 pairs of heels to just hang on the side of the frame.
So smart.
Right? And then I didn't forget, Kelly, about flats, because we all have flats. You hang these, and on the very bottom you can see, you can hang these woodcraft balls, and the flats just cradle in place.
Perfect.
That's wonderful.
And this is another tip. Add these little wood finials. You can find these in any curtain department of the big box stores. And then you have a place to hang your scarves and your handbags. You're good to go.
Love it.
Okay, now let's talk about privacy.
Okay.
Because when you live in tight quarters, I don't know about you, but my neighbors are right up close and personal, and even in the back. So in my space, there's a little dining nook that overlooks a shared courtyard. So I needed privacy real quick. I kind of came up with a winning solution combo of chalk paint and frosted glass paint. I think we have a picture of my window.
That's
how I do
awesome
it.
looking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So the
that's
corner is really
beautiful.
tight. Kelly's like, so curtains did not work because you're getting curtains caught behind you.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you how to do the chalk paint, frosted glass paint combo.
Okay.
Start with washing your window.
Okay.
Wipe it down with a little rubbing alcohol. Get rid of all the grease. Choose a stencil of your choice. I like that scallop design because it
And you can
matches
get these-
everything.
you can
Yeah,
get
you can
these
get them
anywhere.
online. You can get them at Better Craft Store. Okay, so I'm going to have you guys grab a brush. I like using these inexpensive craft brushes that's got the flat bottom rather than a regular stencil brush because I didn't want to see any brush strokes. Okay, so dip very carefully into your chalk paint. You want to dab off the excess once you do dip. So dip.
Dip and dab.
Yeah, you want to dip and then you want to dab off the excess because you want to do what's called a dry brushing, even a little bit more, Cal. You want to, perfect. You want a dry brush technique. And you want to dip in
right
there.
here in the little.
Yeah. And you want to just dip, dip, dip. Right.
Oh, okay,
and,
cool.
Yeah, and then keep on going. And then you're going to do 2 layers. And the great thing about chalk paint is that it doesn't smell. It dries very quickly, like within 20 minutes, you're ready to go. So you can kind of do this in a weekend. And it's a fun project. You can get the kids involved.
Kids will love this
Kids
too.
will love it.
This takes like 5 seconds, too.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really great. I use chalk paint because it has something called gesso in it, and that helps to adhere to the glass. But then, like everything I'd like to do, I always like to know if there's a remedy in case I make a mistake.
Right.
Nail polish remover. removes everything.
yeah.
So if you're a renter and you wanted to do this, wipe down the window with the nail polish remover, and then the landlord will never be the wiser.
And this is your end result
yeah.
here, right?
So here's step 2. Let's come over
oh,
here.
it's step 2. Sorry, this is step 2.
Yeah. So
over there.
the next step, if you want to just fill out the negative spaces, a little bit more camouflage, pick up another sponge brush, and I use frosted glass paint to kind of fill in all the negative spaces. So go ahead and start painting just any of the opening boundary. Yeah, just the negative areas, the open spaces. Right. And it's okay if you get it on the chalk paint too. Okay, so you're going to do probably 3 or 4 layers of this. Again, it dries very quickly, and there's no fumes, which I love.
Which is great.
And then you're going to have enough coverage. It's up to your preference how much coverage you need. Yeah, Ben, you probably only need 1 layer.
Seems like great,
though. So you guys, let's road test it real quick. See how much the audience can tell us whether or not they can see us. Is that
how many
enough
fingers are we holding up?
And there's enough light. There's
What is
light
Ben
can come right
doing?
through.